Hey everyone, I'm Jack Ferdman, and this is Rewatching Oscars Movie Minute. It's Surprise Sunday, and today's film is the comedy drama from 2018, Can You Ever Forgive Me? One Oscar-nominated film, let's go. Now, Can You Ever Forgive Me was directed by Marielle Heller and stars Melissa McCarthy, Richard E. Grant, Dolly Wells, and Ben Falcone. Now, sometimes a film sneaks up on you when you least expect it. Can You Ever Forgive Me was exactly that kind of surprise for me. This film tells the story of Lee Israel, played by Melissa McCarthy, a once successful celebrity biographer whose career has stalled and whose life has quietly unraveled. Desperate for money and recognition, she begins forging letters from famous writers and selling them to collectors, eventually forming an unlikely partnership with the charming but troubled Jack Hawk, played by Richard E. Grant. Now, on the surface, the story appears to be about fraud, about the deception and cleverness behind Israel's literary forgeries. But what makes the film compelling is that it's really about loneliness. Lee is isolated, bitter, and deeply insecure about her fading relevance in the literary world. What she wants more than money is validation, to leave some kind of mark on the world. Now, director Heller handles this delicate story with subtlety and restraint. The film never sensationalizes Lee's crimes, instead focusing on the quiet emotional undercurrents that drive her actions. The direction feels intimate and carefully constructed, allowing the characters to breathe. But the real beauty lies in the performances. Melissa McCarthy is extraordinary. Known primarily for broad comedy, she reveals an entirely different side of her. She's quiet here, she's wounded, sarcastic, and deeply human. It's one of those performances that slowly builds until you realize how layered it is. And Richard E. Grant, an actor I've admired for years, brings both humor and heartbreak to Jack Hawk. And together, their odd friendship becomes the emotional heart of this film. Now, there's several moments that linger long afterwards, like the tense negotiation with the collector over a $5,000 letter, the touching scene where Jack cleans Lee's apartment, and Lee's moving courtroom speech, which gives us a final glimpse into her complicated soul. Yes, the pacing can feel a bit slow at times, but the film's emotional honesty makes it worth the journey. Do we forgive Lee Israel? That's for each of us to decide. But overall, this is a really good movie. I'm giving Can You Forgive Me a B+. Now, Can You Forgive Me was nominated for 3 Academy Awards, including Best Actress to Melissa McCarthy, Best Supporting Actor to Richard E. Grant, as well as Best Adapted Screenplay. It didn't win any of them. Join me again tomorrow for another Oscar-nominated film, right here on Rewatching Oscars Movie Minute. Because if the Academy took notice, it's worth a rewatch.